Good morning, friends. Okay, so as promised, this is a video on how to create a Google Slide classroom that's interactive for your students. And I can kind of show you a little bit how it will be placed in my Google Classroom and how students will sort of be interacting with it. So let's just start with how to create one. So I've opened up Google Slides, and you can name your slide if you want to. So you can classroom 2, whatever you want to name it, it doesn't really matter. So the first thing you're going to start with is we need to make this look like a room or a classroom. And so we're going to go and look for a background. And there's 2 ways you can do this. The first is you can do insert, image, and search the web. Okay, and so when I'm over here, I can look for wall and floor background. So it automatically brings up all these different images that you can use. And you can just keep looking until you find one that sort of matches, your aesthetic or whatever you're looking for. I do find that it's a little, or what I get in this search bar is a little less than what I would get if I just went to Google. So if I come over here to Google, I have already, and I'll go back so you can see how to do it exactly. If I click over here on images, that's where I'm at. So here I am on images and I can do wall and floor background. And so here it brings up kind of a little bit more. So if you're looking for different things, you can also go right into Google and look how fun this one is. I love that wall, the blue wall. Actually, let's maybe use that one. So all I need to do is copy the image and I come back over to here and I need to paste. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to drag my image to fit that whole window. All right, so you can see it here. It's fit the entire screen, so now it looks like I have a wall and a floor. All right, so now we're going to add some details to this. So you can decide what you want in your classroom. So for example, in the one that I created, I made it look more like a living room. I have a couch and I have some furniture and some, all kinds of different things. Maybe you want it to look more like a classroom. You can add a desk, whatever you want to do. So again, you have 2 options. You can use the insert image, but I prefer to use Google over here because I feel like you just get a lot more selection. So let's say we want to do a couch. All right, so I'm going to Google search the word couch. Now, this time we are overlaying things on top of the background image. So we need to change things a little. I need to go to tools, and here where it says color, I need to select transparent. This is going to give me all of the couches that have a transparent background. The reason this is important is because if I didn't do that, you just have the whole image. It may be an entire living room and you'll be trying to put that on top of what you already have and it doesn't work. So we would just kind of scroll through this and kind of looking for something that matches whatever you personally, oh, look, a coffin, that's funny. Whatever sort of matches your idea, what you want. I like this one. I think we'll go with that. So I'm just going to literally copy the image, right click, copy. I go back to my Google Classroom and I'm going to just Control V. Oh, get on the image there. Control V, and there's my couch. And you can see I can move it. Okay, and it's transparent. It's not blocking the front of whatever I got going on behind me. I can also drag, make it smaller. I don't like how big it was looking. Okay, and there we go. So that's my couch. All right, so what I did in my classroom, which I really liked, is I put a bookshelf, and I'll show you why. So now let's go over here. I'm going to do bookshelf. Okay, and I still have this transparent piece selected here, so I'm still getting the transparent images. And I can select any bookshelf I like. Well, that one's kind of fun right there. I think the color's off a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. So I'm just looking for something that kind of matches what I want my room to look like. Like something like this might not work, this little sideways one, because the perspective will be off a little bit. So I kind of want one I can see right from the front. I'm just looking through. I don't know. That one's actually kind of fun. Yeah, I like this one. All right, so again, I'm going to copy the image. I'm going to come back to my classroom, click in, Control V. There it is. Now, you'll see on this one, the bars to shrink are really, really wide. And this actually becomes kind of tricky when you're overlaying a lot of different things because the selection area is so big, you'll be trying to click something next to it, but you're clicking the bookshelf instead, and it gets kind of obnoxious. So you can actually right click and hit crop, and then you'll see these little black lines. You can crop, oh, of course I dragged the wrong line. Let's go back out. There we go. Get the black line, drag it in, and that will make the selection area for this object tighter. That way when you're trying to move things around and click on things, you're not kind of grabbing the wrong thing instead. The smaller that selection area is for your object, the better. Okay, so then all I have to do is click out of that and it's done. So here I can move my bookshelf, and I'm going to make it a little smaller. It's kind of big. There we go. And you can just move it around until it looks right. I like that. All right, so there we go. So there, I made a bookshelf. Okay, so I made a previous video where I showed how to create a Bitmoji where I got rid of a background so that it would look better. So I'm going to show you. It's actually right on my desktop, and so here's that Bitmoji. I'm not going to use this one because her on a beanbag looks pretty silly in the room that I've started designing. However, I just hit delete to get rid of it. I have a previously made one in a folder where I'm just sitting, and I'm just waiting for my computer to figure out how to open that. There we go. Where am I? There I am. So I can drag this in. So here I am. It's a sitting Bitmoji, and I can actually put myself on the couch, which is pretty cool. So there I am. Done. All right, so back to why I put a bookshelf. So I have the bookshelf in my classroom because the way I'm doing it is I'm embedding links into objects I'm actually putting on the bookshelf so that students can go to their assignments. So I'm going to actually use shouldn't shut that. Here we go. So I actually already have a bunch of images I've searched for here, and I'm going to use those. So like here's my reading book. Okay, obviously it's ginormous, but I can make it smaller, make it so it fits my bookshelf. And I can just cover over things that are already on that. There we go. On here. So like say I can just cover up that, there we go. So now I got rid of that photo. Okay, so instead I have a reading book. I can come over here. Here's my math book. Nope, doesn't want to embed that one for some reason right now. That's all right. Here's a social studies book. Does that work? Oh, nope, that didn't have a clear background. I must have saved that one by accident. No big deal. Oh, here we go. I know I used this earlier. So this is just some scientific tools. And so this will be the object on my bookshelf that students would select if they want to go to their science assignments. So again, I'm just grabbing, making them smaller. Let's put it right here. Still a little big, so shrink it. There we go. So there's their science stuff. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, here we go. This composition book was, oh, no, that's not the translucent one. So you'll notice sometimes you'll grab things that aren't translucent and they don't work. There we go. So that's a composition book. And this is where my students are going to find their writing assignments. So we can put that up there, shrink it a little more. There we go. Okay, so now there's a composition book on my bookshelf. Let's see if I got anything else. I don't know what book I ended up using for math. Oh, I had art because my art teacher will be coming in for their UA and supplying links and stuff for her part of Google Classroom, so I can put art supplies there. So I can fill this bookshelf with all kinds of things. I have a link for announcements. I have a link for their schedule, and I'll show you how to do those links. But first you need to find objects to represent all of that, okay? So other things you can look for, I found a bunch of plants. And so I put some plants in my classroom. Oh, all right. Anytime something weird like that happens, just hit undo. It'll fix it. I just didn't have the correct thing selected. There we go. So now I can put a little plant over here in the corner. I had this cute little stool I found, so I put that in my room. And loop. And don't forget, I mean, any of these things you can find on Google Images. You just got to make sure you have that transparent piece selected so that it works correctly. I'm really into crystals, so I added a crystal to my room. And I put that on top of my table. So you can just drag it. You can make it as big or as little as you want. There you go. You can do any sort of wall art you want. So in my room is more like a jungle theme, which is why you're kind of seeing a lot of this sort of leafy stuff. I even put like a throw pillow. But like, for example, we could put a throw pillow in here. Let's go look for one. So if we go over here, throw pillow. Oops, throw pillow wrong. Should still return images. Yeah, it did. All right, so here we go. What do we like here? It's like shopping, but you don't have to spend any money. It's fantastic. I'm kind of digging these blue ones because we kind of have a blue theme. Actually, this one's cute. Yes, because it's got a blue look to it. So I copy my image, go to my classroom, make sure I'm selected into the classroom and hit Control V. There's my ginormous pillow, no big deal. I'm going to shrink it. There's a little throw pillow here already, but that's okay. We can add more. Move it over a little. So there we go. Now we have a coordinating throw pillow. Another fun thing that I ended up doing is I created all these, I call them Easter eggs. So I have filled my little classroom, my real one, with all kinds of fun little images. And we can even do it from here. So for example, I did an elephant statue hidden in my room. And the cool part about it was if the kids click on it, insert. Okay, so that didn't come back translucent, so that's not a big deal. We'll try it again. Image. Oh, this is going to bring me back to that. Click the wrong thing. Insert image. Search the web. There we go. The cool thing about that was that I have things linked to different places. So if the kids choose to click on the elephant, there's a link bringing them to National Geographic and a whole article about elephants. All right, none of these are working. This is why I prefer going into Google. Let me see, did I save the elephant? No, I did not. So let's go here. Much easier to find your translucent images from here. All right, and I think this is actually the exact elephant statue I had in my room. So I hit copy, go to classroom, click into the image, hit Control V. All right, so now we have an elephant statue. Nope, I moved me by accident. Thank goodness for the undo button. There we go. Okay, let's make this guy small. So you can even layer it in front of your crystal if you want to on the table. Voila. All right, and so you can make these so interactive. So now I want to kind of show you what I mean about embedding links. So let's start with the elephant. All right, so here, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do National Geographic elephant, which I already found last night. And this is actually the exact link I used. And so it just brought up this great site about elephants, what they are, all different kinds of cool stuff about them. And so you would just select your link, copy it, go back to your classroom. I'm going to select out, but I want to select the elephant here. And then you go to Insert, Link, and then just Control V that into there and hit Apply. Now, when the students are interacting with it, because this isn't their slide, they're not going to see the selection box, but when they click on that elephant, it's going to bring up the link and it's going to open the page for them. So here we go. Okay. For me, for my Bitmoji, I actually inserted the link to my Google Meet. So anytime the kids know that they're scheduled for a live session, they can literally just come in here and click on me, and it's going to open a Google Meet that I should already be in. For all of your subjects, what I did was in my Google Classroom, I have all of my assignments in sections like social studies, reading, blah, blah, blah. And so you can create a link from that. And I've created links directly to their assignment for the day. And again, you would just hit insert, link, put the link into your Google Classroom assignment. And so when they want to go to find their reading assignment, they're just going to click on the reading book. They want to find their writing assignment, they're going to click on the composition book. Science, they're going to click on the science tools. So it just brings them directly to those assignments, but it puts it all in one place that's a little more visually fun for them, and just makes it easy for them to find everything. Now, I will have to go in and update these links every single morning, or at the end of the day before, so that they're redone every day. So that'll just be sort of part of my daily process. I'm going to have to do that. So additionally, like I said before, I put in all these cute little Easter eggs that they can find. So like my classroom literally has this tiny little spider in the corner that brings them to a funny spider video on YouTube. I have a bonsai tree that I put in my classroom, which I think I have saved over here. Yeah, here we go. So I have a little bonsai tree. Oh, of course, that's not the transparent one. I do have a transparent one. Where did it go is the question. I might not have saved it. Not a big deal. But I do have a bonsai tree in my classroom. And when you click on the bonsai tree, it brings you to a meditation video. So if they're feeling stressed out, they know they can go there. On my crystal, I actually embedded a video link that I uploaded showing the students my personal crystal collection. And I'll probably update it every day, maybe, or not every day, but maybe once a week I'll update it, where I embed a new video, which all I did was upload it to Google Drive and then link the Google Drive link. But maybe I'll go through all the different crystals and I'll tell them what they are, so fun things like that. It's so interactive. And I feel like the sky's really the limit on what you can add. And even like here, you can add artwork if you want. So maybe I come over here and I want to do something fun. Abstract blue art. Ooh, there's so many fun ones. So you can pick any of these, you know what I mean? Like it's so cool. Oh, that one's fun. I like that one. So we'll copy the image, go back to the classroom, make sure you're clicked into the slide, click Control V, voila, framed art. Okay, so super fun. It's a little big. It's on top of my crystals. Let's shrink it a little. There we go. There. Now, another thing you can do too is insert text box. So I can do this, text. I'll put it down here. And it's a little too low, so there we go. All right, and you can type anything. Welcome to second grade. Okay, and you can edit all of this font as well. You just select it. And up here I can change the color, so maybe we'll make it dark blue, and I can make it bold, I can make it bigger, I can change the font, and I can even, right now it's to the left, and I can make it centered. There we go. So now I have a text box saying, or I could write even my classroom name, whatever I wanted to do. So I would say that's probably all I'm going to show you today. Those are the meat and potatoes. Most of it is just really kind of busting out your creativity and trying to figure out how you want to decorate your room or what do you want it to look like. There's so many different things you can embed over in using that bookshelf. You can do announcements, you can do links to digital resources, whatever you want. You just got to find the little icon to represent it and then embed that link. Today I might even play around a little bit with how to embed some music background to it, but just kind of gives those kids a fun way of diving in to their classroom in a more interactive way.